My child, listen to me carefully. Before you move forward, before you allow doubt to take over your thoughts, I want you to pause and truly receive what I'm about to say. You have been thinking that nothing is changing, that your life is stuck, and that your efforts are not leading anywhere. But what if I told you that what you have been calling bad luck was never bad luck at all? What if I told you that every delay, every disappointment, and every closed door was not a sign of failure, but a sign of preparation? You have been looking at your situation from a place of pain, but I see it from a place of purpose. You thought you were being held back, but I have been positioning you for something greater than you can currently understand. I see you, my child. I see the nights when you stayed awake thinking about your future. I see the moments when you questioned whether things would ever improve. I see the silent prayers you spoke when you felt alone. You may think that those moments were unnoticed, but I was there with you through all of them. Nothing you have experienced has been wasted. Every struggle has been shaping you. Every challenge has been strengthening you. Every delay has been aligning you. What you call luck is not random in your life. It is not something that happens by chance. It is something that unfolds according to my perfect timing. You feel like you have been waiting for too long, but waiting does not mean nothing is happening. Waiting means something is being prepared. There are things happening behind the scenes that you cannot yet see. Doors are being arranged, opportunities are forming, and paths are being cleared for you. You thought you were rejected, but you are being redirected. You thought it was the end, but it was only a transition. You thought nothing was working, but everything was moving into place in a way that only I can arrange. My child, there was a moment when my disciples were filled with fear and confusion. They believed that everything was lost and that their hope had ended. They could not see what I was about to do next. In the same way, you cannot yet see what I am preparing in your life. But just because you cannot see it does not mean it is not coming. Your life is not defined by your current situation. Your story is not finished by what you are experiencing right now. What feels like a setback is often a setup for something greater. What feels like a loss is often the beginning of a new direction. I need you to understand this deeply. What you call luck, I call purpose. What you call coincidence, I call design. What you call delay, I call divine timing. If you could see the full picture the way I see it, you would not be worried. You would not be anxious. You would not feel like you are falling behind. Because you are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. You have been comparing your journey to others and feeling like you are missing out. But you are not meant to walk their path. I have written a unique story for you, and everything in your life is unfolding according to that plan. Nothing that is meant for you will pass you. What is yours will reach you at the right time. There are opportunities that are already on their way to you. There are connections that are being prepared for you. There are moments that will soon arrive and make everything clear. You may not see them yet, but they are closer than you think. I need you to stay in faith, not just when things are easy, but especially when they are difficult. Faith is not about believing when you see results. Faith is about trusting me even when you do not see anything changing. Your situation is not final. Just because it looks closed does not mean it cannot be opened. Just because it feels finished does not mean I have spoken the last word. I am not limited by what you see. I am not stopped by what looks impossible. You may feel like your situation is sealed, but I am not limited by closed doors. I can make a way where there seems to be no way. I can bring change when everything appears still. I can turn things around in a way that you did not expect. So do not lose hope now. Do not give up in this moment. You are closer than you realize. The breakthrough you have been waiting for is not far away. The change you have been praying for is already in motion. One day you will look back at this moment and understand why everything happened the way it did. You will see that what you thought was holding you back was actually preparing you. You will realize that what hurt you also strengthened you. Hold on a little longer. Trust me a little deeper. Believe a little stronger. Because what is coming into your life will make you understand that nothing you went through was in vain. Your time is coming, my child. If you feel this message speaking to your heart, if something within you is telling you that this is for you, then do not ignore it. Type, "I believe," in the comments as a declaration of your faith. And if these words have brought you peace, if they have given you hope, then like, subscribe, and share this message, and support this ministry through the link given below. You never know who else needs to hear this today. Stay with me, my child, because what I will reveal next will begin to change how you see your entire journey. My child, listen to me again with a calm and open heart. Do not rush past this moment, because what I am speaking to you now is meant to settle deep within you. You have been asking questions in your heart, wondering when things will finally change, when your situation will improve, and when you will begin to see results. You have been waiting for a clear sign that your life is moving forward. But I want you to consider something carefully. What if your life has already started to shift, and you have simply not recognized it yet? They see. You have been looking for something dramatic, something obvious, something that immediately proves everything is turning around. But I often move in ways that are quiet and steady. I do not always announce what I am doing. I work beneath the surface, arranging things in ways you cannot immediately see. You see delay, but I see alignment. You see obstacles, but I see protection. You see confusion, but I see a process that is leading you to clarity. My child, you must understand that my timing is not random. It is intentional and precise. There are things I am preparing for you that require you to grow first. If I gave them to you too early, you would not be able to sustain them. If I opened certain doors before you were ready, you would walk into situations that would overwhelm you instead of strengthening you. So I allowed time, not to deny you, but to develop you, not to hold you back, but to build you up. Every challenge you faced has been shaping your character. Every delay has been teaching you patience. Every moment of uncertainty has been strengthening your faith. Even when you felt like nothing was happening, something was happening within you. And that matters more than you realize. My child, you are not the same person you were before. You have grown. You have learned. You have become stronger in ways that cannot always be seen on the outside. Even if you still feel uncertain at times, you are not where you used to be. That growth is part of your blessing. Sometimes you focus so much on what has not yet happened that you overlook what has already changed within you. But your inner transformation is the foundation for what is coming next. I want you to release the belief that nothing is working in your life. That thought is not true. Things are working, but they are working in a way that requires trust. You may not see immediate results, but that does not mean progress is not being made. There are connections being formed, opportunities being arranged, and paths being prepared that you cannot yet see. What you think is a delay is often my way of ensuring that everything comes together in the right way. My child, I know it has not been easy. I know there were moments when you felt discouraged. I know there were times when you questioned whether your efforts were worth it. I know there were situations that did not go the way you hoped, but I was with you through all of it. Even when you felt alone, I was there. Even when you did not understand what was happening, I was still guiding you. Even when you doubted, I did not stop working on your behalf. I want you to begin trusting my perspective more than your current circumstances. Your circumstances are temporary, but my plan is lasting. What you see right now is only a small part of the full picture. There is more ahead of you than what you have experienced so far. There are opportunities you have not yet encountered, moments you have not yet lived, and blessings you have not yet received. Your story is still unfolding. Do not let this moment convince you that this is all there is. My child, I am not finished with your life. There is still purpose ahead of you. There is still growth ahead of you. There is still joy ahead of you. You may not see it clearly right now, but that does not mean it is not there. I want you to shift the way you speak about your life. Instead of saying, nothing is working, begin to say, things are coming together. Instead of saying, I am stuck, begin to say, I am being prepared. Instead of saying, I am unlucky, begin to say, my time is approaching. Your words shape your mindset, and your mindset influences how you move forward. So speak with faith. Believe that something good is forming, even if you cannot yet see it. Trust that what is meant for you is already making its way toward you. Because, my child, your luck is not something that appears suddenly without reason. It is something that has been building over time. Every step you have taken, every lesson you have learned, and every moment you have endured has been leading you toward it. You are not waiting for something to begin. You are already in the middle of something that is unfolding. And soon you will begin to see it more clearly. So do not lose hope now. Do not stop believing now. You have come too far to give up in this moment. Continue moving forward with trust. Continue believing even when it feels uncertain. Continue holding on to faith, because your breakthrough is closer than you think. If you feel these words speaking to your heart, if you are choosing to trust even without full understanding, then declare it. Type, yes, I trust you in the comments. My child, stay with me and listen with patience. Do not allow your thoughts to drift, because what I am about to say is something your heart has been searching for. You have been carrying a quiet weight within you. You have been moving forward, but not without effort. You have been strong, but there are moments when that strength feels tired. I see that. I see how you keep going, even when you feel uncertain. I see how you continue trying, even when results are not visible. I see how you hold things inside when you feel like no one else understands what you are going through. You do not have to hide that from me. I know the thoughts you do not say out loud. I know the questions that return to your mind again and again. You have asked yourself whether things will ever truly change, whether your life will move forward, and whether the waiting will be worth it. And I am telling you now, it will be worth it. But I also want you to understand something important. What you are experiencing right now is not a place where you are meant to remain. It is a place you are passing through. This is not your final destination. This is a transition. You may feel like you are standing still, but you are not. You are moving, even if that movement feels slow. Progress does not always appear the way you expect. Sometimes it happens quietly, beneath the surface, without immediate visible results. Think of something growing beneath the soil. For a long time, nothing can be seen above the ground. It may look like nothing is happening, but underneath, roots are forming, strength is building, and life is preparing to emerge. Then one day, what was hidden becomes visible. That is what is happening in your life right now. You are in a season of preparation. You are in a season of growth. And even if you cannot yet see the full result, that does not mean nothing is happening. My child, waiting can feel difficult. It can test your patience. It can challenge your faith. It can make you question whether you are moving in the right direction. But waiting is not empty when you are with me. Every moment of waiting is shaping you. It is building your endurance. It is strengthening your understanding. It is preparing you for what you are about to receive. Because what I am bringing into your life will require you to be ready, not only to receive it, but also to handle it. And you are becoming ready. You may not feel fully prepared, but growth does not always feel complete while it is happening. Often, you only recognize it when you look back. My child, there are things I am arranging that you cannot yet see. There are opportunities forming. There are paths being cleared. There are moments being prepared that will connect in ways you do not yet understand. To you, it may feel like nothing is changing. But from my perspective, everything is moving into place. And when the right time comes, it will come together in a way that makes sense. So do not measure your progress only by what you can currently see. Trust that there is more happening than what is visible. My child, I want you to release something today. Release the belief that your situation will always remain the same. Release the fear that nothing will improve. Release the thought that you are stuck. These thoughts do not reflect the truth of what I am doing in your life. You are not stuck. You are in progress. You are not forgotten. You are being guided. You are not left behind. You are being positioned. There is still more ahead of you than what you have experienced so far. There are moments of clarity that you have not yet reached. There are opportunities that you have not yet encountered. There are changes that will soon begin to unfold. Your life is not limited to what you see today. It is expanding, and you are moving forward with it. My child, I want you to keep going. Even if your steps feel small, even if your path is not fully clear, even if you still have questions, you do not need to have everything figured out right now. You only need to continue moving forward with trust. Because I am guiding you. I am with you in every step you take. I am not distant from your journey. I am part of it. So do not stop now. Do not allow doubt to take control. Do not turn back because things are not yet complete. You are closer than you think. Closer to understanding. Closer to change. Closer to the moment when everything begins to make sense. And when that moment comes, you will realize that this season was not wasted. It was necessary. It was part of your preparation. It was part of your growth. And it was leading you exactly where you need to be. If you feel this message connecting with you, if you sense that something within you is beginning to shift, then respond with faith. Type, "I receive this," in the comments. My child, remain here with me and listen with a steady heart. You have come this far, and I do not want you to miss what I am about to show you now. You have been waiting for change, praying for something to shift, hoping that your situation will finally turn in your favor. But there is something important you must understand at this point in your journey. What you are waiting for is not only being prepared for you, but you are also being prepared for it. Yes, my child, it is not only about what is coming towards you, it is also about who you are becoming as it approaches. You have been asking me for better opportunities, for peace, for growth, for stability, and for direction. But these things require a certain version of you. They require clarity in your thinking, strength in your heart, and maturity in your decisions. That is why this season is necessary. You are not simply waiting, you are transforming. My child, you cannot carry a new season with an old mindset. If you hold on to past pain, past fear, and past limitations, you will struggle to step into what is ahead. I know what you have been through. I know the disappointment you experienced. I know the moments when things did not work out the way you expected. And I know that part of you is still holding on to those experiences. You replay them in your mind. You question what went wrong. You wonder if the same thing will happen again. But I am asking you now to release that weight. Not because it did not matter, but because it no longer belongs in your future. Your past experiences were part of your journey, but they are not meant to define where you are going. If you continue to carry them in the same way, they will limit your ability to move forward with confidence. My child, your future is not controlled by your past. It is shaped by your willingness to trust and move forward. You must begin to see yourself differently. You are not the same person you were when those things happened. You have learned, you have grown, you have gained understanding that you did not have before. So do not approach your future with the same fear. Approach it with awareness. Approach it with faith. Approach it with the understanding that you are stronger now. My child, what I am bringing into your life will not match the limitations you have been expecting. It will exceed them. But for you to receive it fully, you must expand your thinking. Stop expecting disappointment. Stop assuming that things will go wrong. Stop preparing yourself for failure. Instead, begin to prepare yourself for growth. Begin to expect that things can go right. Begin to believe that opportunities will come. Begin to trust that your situation can change, because it can, and it will. My child, your thoughts influence how you experience your life. If you continue to expect negative outcomes, you will hesitate when opportunities appear. You will question what is meant for you. You will hold back when you should move forward. But when you begin to expect growth and positive change, you become more open. You begin to recognize opportunities. You respond differently. That is alignment. And alignment allows you to step into what has already been prepared for you. My child, I am doing something new in your life. It will not look exactly like your past. It will not follow the same pattern. It will require you to step into a different way of thinking and living. And that is why I am asking you to release what no longer serves you. Release the fear that came from past disappointment. Release the doubt that formed during uncertain times. Release the mindset that tells you nothing will change. Because those thoughts do not belong in the season you are entering. You are not moving backward. You are moving forward. And forward requires a new perspective. My child, I want you to begin speaking differently about your life. Instead of saying, things never work out for me, say, things are beginning to align for me. Instead of saying, I am stuck, say, I am moving forward, even if it is step by step. Instead of saying, nothing changes, say, change is already happening. Your words reinforce your thinking, and your thinking influences your actions. So choose your words with intention. Choose thoughts that support your growth. Choose beliefs that move you forward. My child, you are closer than you realize. The shift you have been waiting for is already beginning. But you must be willing to step into it. You must be willing to let go of what is behind you. You must be willing to trust what is ahead of you, even if you cannot see it fully yet. Because I am guiding you. I am not leading you into confusion. I am leading you into clarity, step by step, moment by moment. So do not resist this process. Do not hold on to what you are meant to release. Do not doubt yourself when you feel called to grow, because that feeling is not random. It is direction. My child, you are becoming ready. Ready for what is coming. Ready for what you have been asking for. Ready for the next stage of your life. So trust this process and continue moving forward. If you are ready to let go of what is holding you back, if you are willing to step into a new way of thinking, and if you are choosing to trust what is ahead, then declare it. Type, I am ready for what is coming in the comments. My child, stay with me and listen with patience and understanding. You have come through many thoughts, many emotions, and many moments of uncertainty. You have questioned, you have waited, and you have hoped that something would finally change. Now, I want to help you understand something that will bring clarity to your heart. There is a difference between silence and absence. When you do not see results, you assume that nothing is happening. When you do not receive immediate answers, you feel as if you are alone. When things appear still, you begin to believe that your efforts are not leading anywhere. But my child, I have not been absent in your life. Even in your quietest moments, I have been working. Even in your slowest seasons, I have been building something within you and around you. Even when you felt like nothing was changing, I was arranging things in ways you could not yet recognize. You may see stillness, but there is movement. You may see emptiness, but there is preparation. You may see delay, but there is alignment. My child, I want you to begin trusting what you cannot yet see, because not everything that matters is immediately visible. Think of something growing beneath the surface. For a period of time, it appears as though nothing is happening. But underneath, there is development. There is structure forming. There is strength being built. Then, at the right moment, it becomes visible. That is how I often work in your life. What you are experiencing now is not a lack of progress. It is a hidden process. You are not in a place of loss. You are in a place of preparation. And preparation is necessary. My child, there are things I have protected you from that you may never fully understand. There were paths you wanted to take that would not have brought you peace. There were opportunities you wished had worked out that would have led to confusion. There were people you tried to hold on to who were not meant to walk with you into your future. So I allowed certain doors to close. Not to harm you, but to guide you. Not to take something away, but to lead you toward something better. I know that it did not always feel good. I know it felt like disappointment. I know it felt like rejection. I know it felt like something important was lost. But what you felt in that moment was not the full truth of what was happening. Because I was still working for you, my child. I need you to trust my understanding more than your immediate emotions. Your emotions respond to what is happening now, but my plan is based on what is ahead. And what is ahead of you requires the right timing. If something had come too early, it would not have been stable. If something had remained that was not meant for you, it would have limited your growth. So I adjusted your path, and now you are moving in the right direction, even if you cannot yet see the full result. My child, one day you will look back at this season and understand it more clearly. You will see why certain things did not work out. You will understand why you had to wait. You will recognize how everything was leading you toward something better. But for now, you must trust without full understanding, because trust is what carries you through this stage. My child, your life is not standing still. It is moving forward, even if the movement feels slow. Every day you continue, you are progressing. Every moment you choose not to give up, you are strengthening your path. Every time you hold on to faith, you are aligning yourself with what is coming. So do not think that this time has been wasted. It has not been wasted. It has been used to build you, to guide you, and to prepare you. My child, your luck is not something that suddenly appears without reason. It is something that has been forming step by step. Every experience you have had has contributed to it. Every lesson you have learned has shaped it. Every moment you have endured has been part of it. And now, it is getting closer. Closer than it was before. Closer than you realize. You may not see the full picture yet, but you are standing within it. So do not lose your patience now. Do not allow doubt to take over now. Do not step back when you have already come this far, because what is ahead of you is worth the process you have been through. My child, remain steady. Remain focused. Remain open to what I am doing, because the moment when things begin to shift more clearly is approaching. And when it comes, you will understand that this time of waiting was not empty. It was necessary. It was part of your journey, and it was leading you exactly where you need to be. If you are still choosing to trust, if you are still moving forward even without full clarity, then declare it. Type, "I will not give up" in the comments. And if these words are helping you stay strong, then like, subscribe, and share this message, and support this ministry through the link given below so that others can receive the same encouragement. Stay with me, my child, because what I will reveal next will help you understand the changes happening within you and how they are preparing you for what is about to unfold. My child, stay with me and listen with a calm mind. You have been patient, and you have continued to move forward even when things were not fully clear. You have stayed through moments of uncertainty, and you are still seeking understanding. That matters more than you realize. Now I want to show you something deeper. You have been looking for change around you, but I have been creating change within you. Before I shift your circumstances, I prepare your mindset. Before I open new doors, I strengthen your thinking. Before I release what you have been asking for, I shape your ability to receive it. And that is what has been happening in your life. You may not have noticed it clearly, but you are not reacting the same way you used to. Situations that once overwhelmed you now feel different. Challenges that once caused you to lose hope now make you pause and think. You are becoming more aware. You are becoming more steady. You are becoming more prepared. This inner change is not small. It is essential, because what I am bringing into your life will require stability, not confusion. It will require clarity, not fear. It will require strength, not hesitation. And you are developing those qualities. My child, I want you to release the pressure you have been placing on yourself. You have been trying to understand everything at once. You have been expecting yourself to have all the answers. You have been measuring your progress based on what you see others achieving. But your journey is not meant to be compared. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not missing out. You are moving according to a path that is designed specifically for you. When you compare yourself to others, you lose focus on your own growth. You begin to question your timing, and that creates unnecessary doubt. But your path is different. What is meant for you will come at the right time, in the right way, and with the right preparation. So, release comparison. Return your focus to your own journey. My child, I also want you to begin noticing the small changes in your life. Not every shift is dramatic. Sometimes progress appears in quiet ways. A new way of thinking, a moment of clarity, a sense of peace where there used to be confusion, a decision you make differently than before. These are signs of growth. Do not overlook them, because small changes lead to larger transformation. And you are already in that process. My child, there is something else you must understand. Your thoughts will try to return to old patterns. You may still hear thoughts that say nothing is changing. You may still feel moments of doubt. You may still question your direction at times. But those thoughts do not define your reality. You have the ability to choose what you believe. When doubt appears, you do not have to accept it. When fear speaks, you do not have to follow it. You can choose to trust me instead. So when your thoughts say, nothing is happening, remind yourself, things are moving, even if I cannot see them yet. When your mind says, what if it fails, remind yourself, I am being guided. When your past tries to define your future, remind yourself, I am moving forward into something new. My child, your future is not a repetition of your past. It is a continuation of your growth. You are not going in circles. You are progressing. Even when it feels slow, you are still moving forward. And I am guiding you through every step. You do not need to see the entire path to trust that it exists. You only need to take the next step with faith, and I will guide you further. My child, I am not distant from your journey. I am present in it. I am with you in your decisions. I am with you in your thoughts. I am with you in your progress. You are not moving alone, so continue. Even if the progress feels small, even if clarity is still forming, even if you still have questions, because progress is still progress, and movement is still movement. You are closer than you were before, closer to understanding, closer to change, closer to the moment when things begin to come together. My child, your luck is not something far away. It is something that is unfolding right now. You are becoming ready for it. You are aligning with it. You are stepping into it. So stay grounded. Stay patient. Stay focused on your growth, because what is coming will require everything you are becoming. And you are becoming ready. If you feel that something within you is changing, if you recognize that you are growing even in small ways, and if you are willing to continue moving forward with trust, then declare it. Type I am moving forward in the comments. My child, stay with me and listen with awareness. You have been patient and you have begun to understand that something is changing within you. Now I want you to become aware of something equally important. Change is not only happening inside you, it is also beginning to show signs around you. But you must learn how to recognize those signs. You have been asking me for proof, for confirmation, for something that shows you that your life is truly moving forward. You have been waiting for something clear and undeniable. But, my child, not every sign appears in a dramatic way. Many times, my signs are quiet. They come in moments that seem ordinary. They come in ways that are easy to overlook. They come without noise or attention. And if you are not aware, you may miss them. So I want you to begin paying attention, because what you are looking for has already started to appear. One of the first signs that change is happening is a sense of discomfort. You may feel unsettled. You may feel like something is shifting, even if you cannot explain it. You may feel like you can no longer remain the same. That feeling is not something to fear. It is a sign that you are growing. When you outgrow a certain way of living, thinking, or being, it creates discomfort. What once felt normal no longer feels right. What once felt acceptable no longer satisfies you. This is not confusion. This is transition. My child, another sign is separation. You may notice that certain people, habits, or situations are no longer part of your life in the same way. Things that once felt stable may begin to change. This can feel difficult. You may question why it is happening. You may feel like you are losing something, but you are not losing. You are being guided. Not everything that was part of your past is meant to be part of your future. Some things must be released so that new things can enter. This is not a mistake. This is alignment. My child, another sign is a change in your thinking. You are beginning to think differently. You are questioning things you once accepted. You are seeking deeper understanding. You are becoming more aware of your choices. This is growth. You are not the same person you were before. And that is necessary, because what is coming into your life requires a different level of awareness. It requires clarity. It requires intention. And you are developing those qualities. My child, another sign is a sense of calm that appears even in uncertain situations. You may still have questions, but you also feel moments of peace. You may not have all the answers, but you feel less overwhelmed than before. This peace is not random. It is coming from me. It is my way of reminding you that you are not alone and that everything is still under control. Even when your situation is not fully clear, you can still feel steady. That is a sign of trust growing within you. My child, your luck is not something that suddenly appears without warning. It sends signals. It prepares you. It begins to reveal itself in small ways before it fully arrives. And all these signs you are experiencing are part of that process. They are showing you that something is changing. They are confirming that you are not standing still. They are guiding you forward. But you must not ignore them. If you dismiss them, you may continue to feel like nothing is happening. But when you recognize them, your perspective begins to change. You begin to see that progress is already taking place. And that gives you confidence to continue. My child, clarity often comes after you take a step, not before. You may not understand everything right now. You may not see the full picture. But as you move forward, things will begin to make sense. So do not wait for perfect clarity. Trust the direction you are being shown. Move with awareness. Move with faith, because I am guiding you. My child, you are entering a new stage of your journey, a stage where things will begin to connect, where what once felt confusing will begin to make sense, where what once felt distant will begin to feel closer. But you must stay aware. You must stay open. You must continue trusting. Because the more you recognize what is happening, the more confident you will become in moving forward. And confidence will help you take the steps that are necessary. So pay attention to what is changing. Pay attention to what you feel. Pay attention to what is being removed and what is being introduced, because all of it is part of your path. And it is leading you somewhere better, somewhere more aligned, somewhere that matches what you have been asking for. My child, you are closer than you realize, closer to understanding, closer to movement, closer to your breakthrough, and I am guiding you every step of the way. If you can feel that something is changing, if you are beginning to notice the signs around you, and if you are willing to trust what you are being shown, then declare it. Type, "I see the signs" in the comments. My child, stay with me and listen carefully. You have begun to recognize that something is changing. You are becoming more aware of the signs, the shifts, and the quiet movements happening within you and around you. But now I must guide you into the next step, because awareness alone is not enough. You must also learn how to respond. Many people reach this point in their journey. They begin to notice change. They sense that something is different. They feel that movement is happening. But when the moment comes to act, they hesitate. And in that hesitation, they delay what was already meant to unfold. I do not want that to happen to you. So listen closely, my child. What is coming into your life will require participation. I am guiding you. I am preparing things for you. I am opening paths and creating opportunities. But you must be willing to step forward when the time comes. You cannot remain in the same place and expect a different outcome. Movement is necessary. My child, hesitation often comes from fear. You may fear making the wrong decision. You may fear stepping into something unfamiliar. You may fear that things will not work out. But fear is not meant to guide you. Faith is meant to guide you. Faith does not mean you have complete certainty. It means you are willing to move forward even when everything is not fully clear. And that is what I am asking of you. When you feel the nudge to act, do not ignore it. When you recognize an opportunity, do not dismiss it. When something aligns with growth and direction, do not overthink it. Trust what I am placing before you. My child, I want you to begin preparing yourself now. Do not wait until everything becomes obvious. Preparation begins before the moment arrives. Prepare your thinking. You must begin to see yourself differently. You are not someone who is always struggling or falling behind. You are someone who is moving into alignment, someone who is growing, and someone who is stepping into something greater. Change the way you think about yourself, because the way you see yourself influences how you respond to opportunity. If you continue to doubt yourself, you will hesitate. If you begin to trust your growth, you will move forward. Prepare your habits. The life you're stepping into will require consistency. It will require focus and discipline. You will need to show up, even on days when you do not feel motivated. Because what I am bringing into your life is not temporary. It is something that can grow and develop, but only if you are willing to remain committed. So begin building those habits now. Take small steps. Be consistent in what you do, because small actions repeated over time create strong results. Prepare your heart. Let go of what you have been holding on to. Let go of resentment. Let go of past hurt. Let go of the weight that has been limiting your ability to move forward. You do not need to carry those things into your next season. You are allowed to move forward without holding on to what hurt you. Forgiveness is not about changing the past. It is about freeing yourself from its control. And I want you to be free. My child, you are not the same person you were before. You have changed. You have grown. You have learned. And that means you are ready to step into something new. You may not feel fully prepared, but you are prepared enough to begin. You do not need to have everything figured out. You only need to take the next step. And as you move, I will guide you further. I will not leave you without direction. I will not lead you into confusion. I will walk with you through every step. So when the moment comes, do not remain still. When the opportunity appears, do not step back. When you feel the need to move forward, do not allow doubt to hold you in place. Because your luck is not just about something arriving in your life. It is about you stepping into it. It is about you recognizing it and responding to it. It is about you being willing to move when the path opens. And that moment is closer than you think. You are not far from it. You are approaching it, step by step, moment by moment. So stay ready, stay aware, stay willing to move, because everything you have been preparing for is beginning to meet you. My child, trust yourself enough to take the step, and trust me enough to guide you through it. If you are ready to move forward without allowing fear to hold you back, if you are willing to act when the moment comes, and if you are choosing faith over hesitation, then declare it. Type, "I will move in faith" in the comments. My child, stay with me and remain attentive. You have come to a point where you are becoming more aware, more prepared, and more aligned. You are beginning to understand that change is not only possible, but already in motion. Now I must teach you something that is essential for this stage of your journey. You must learn how to recognize the moment when your opportunity arrives. You have been waiting for your breakthrough, imagining that it will appear in a clear and obvious way. You may expect it to come with certainty, with complete clarity, and with no confusion. But that is not always how it happens. Many times, your breakthrough will arrive in a simple form. It may not look extraordinary at first. It may not feel dramatic. It may not match your expectations. And because of that, it can be easy to overlook. My child, I do not always work in ways that attract immediate attention. I often move through ordinary moments, through simple opportunities, and through quiet changes. So you must remain aware. One of the ways your opportunity may appear is through an idea. You may receive a thought that feels new or different. It may come to you more than once. It may stay in your mind, returning again and again. Do not ignore that. That idea may be the beginning of something important. It may not seem significant at first, but when you act on it, it can grow into something greater. Another way your opportunity may appear is through people. Someone may enter your life at the right time. A conversation may happen that shifts your thinking. A connection may form that opens a new direction. These moments are not random. They are part of your path, but you must be open to them. Do not isolate yourself when connection is being offered. Be present. Be willing to engage, because sometimes the right connection can lead you to the next step. My child, your opportunity may also appear through discomfort that pushes you to change. You may begin to feel that your current situation is no longer enough. You may feel a strong urge to move forward, to try something different, or to leave something behind. This feeling is not without purpose. It is a signal. It is guiding you out of what no longer fits and into what does. But you must respond, because recognizing the moment is only the first step. Acting on it is what allows it to grow. My child, this is where hesitation can become a challenge. You may see the opportunity, but begin to question it. You may feel the direction, but start to doubt it. You may recognize the moment, but hesitate to act. And in that hesitation, you delay what is already in front of you. I do not want that for you. So when something aligns with growth, with clarity, and with the direction you have been seeking, trust it. You do not need complete certainty to begin. You only need enough trust to take the next step, because clarity often comes after movement. As you act, you will begin to understand more. As you move forward, the path will become clearer. My child, your opportunity is not meant to confuse you. It is meant to guide you. And I will not lead you into something that will harm you. I will lead you into something that will help you grow. So trust what is being placed before you, even if it looks different from what you expected. Because sometimes what you have been asking for arrives in a form you did not anticipate. If you focus only on your expectations, you may miss what is actually meant for you. So release your expectations. Stay open. Be willing to receive what is right for you, even if it looks different from what you imagined. My child, your luck is not something that happens without your involvement. It is something you step into. I will open the door, but you must walk through it. I will bring the opportunity, but you must respond to it. I will guide you, but you must move forward. This is how your breakthrough becomes real, and you are ready for it. You have been prepared. You have been guided. You have been brought to this point for a reason. So do not doubt yourself now. Do not hold back now. Do not allow fear to keep you in the same place. Because what is ahead of you is greater than what you are leaving behind. And I am leading you toward it, step by step, moment by moment, with purpose and direction. So remain aware, remain ready, remain willing to act, because your moment is not far away. It is near. And when it arrives, I want you to recognize it and receive it with confidence. If you are ready to recognize your opportunity and act on it without hesitation, if you are willing to trust the direction you are being given, then declare it. Type, "I will not miss my moment" in the comments. My child, stay with me and listen with understanding. You have learned how to wait. You have learned how to grow. You have learned how to recognize the signs and prepare yourself for what is coming. Now I must teach you something that many do not understand, and because of that, they lose what they once received. Receiving a blessing is one step, sustaining it is another. You have been focused on the moment when things change, when opportunities appear, and when your life begins to move in a new direction. But what happens after that moment is just as important, because what I am bringing into your life is not meant to be temporary. It is meant to remain. It is meant to grow. It is meant to become something stable and lasting. And for that to happen, you must be ready to handle it with care. My child, some people receive opportunities but lose them because they are not consistent. Some receive growth but return to old habits. Some experience change but allow doubt to take control again, and then they wonder why things did not continue. I do not want that to happen in your life. So, I am preparing you now. My child, the first thing you must hold on to is humility. When things begin to improve, when you start to see results, and when your life begins to feel different, do not forget how you reached that point. Do not forget the lessons you learned during your difficult moments. Do not forget the patience you developed while waiting. Do not forget that you were guided through every step. Humility keeps you steady. It helps you remain grounded. It allows you to continue learning and growing, even after things begin to change. My child, the second thing you must hold on to is discipline. The blessing may come quickly, but maintaining it requires consistency. You cannot step into a new stage of life and continue with the same patterns that held you back before. If you want something to grow, you must give it attention. You must show up regularly. You must stay committed to what you have started. Discipline is what turns a moment of opportunity into long-term progress. My child, the third thing you must hold on to is faith. Not only the faith that helped you reach this point, but the faith that will help you remain steady as you move forward. Even after things begin to improve, there may still be challenges. There may still be moments that test you. But those moments are not meant to take you back. They are meant to strengthen you further. So, do not allow your faith to weaken once things begin to change. Stay connected to me. Continue trusting. Continue believing. My child, the fourth thing you must hold on to is gratitude. Gratitude keeps your perspective clear. It reminds you of how far you have come. It allows you to appreciate what you have while still moving forward. When you remain grateful, you remain open. And when you remain open, you continue to grow. My child, your luck is not something that appears and disappears. It is something that can expand. But growth requires care. Just as something that is planted must be nurtured, what you receive must also be maintained. You must protect your mindset. You must protect your habits. You must protect your direction. Because what you do after the blessing arrives will determine how it continues in your life. My child, do not let fear return once things begin to improve. Sometimes, when people receive what they have been waiting for, they become afraid of losing it. That fear can create doubt, and doubt can affect how they move forward. But I do not want you to live in fear. What I give you, I will also help you sustain. You are not carrying it alone. I am still with you, still guiding you, still supporting you. So trust me not only in the waiting, but also in the receiving. My child, you are entering a stage where things will begin to feel more stable. What once felt uncertain will begin to make sense. What once felt distant will begin to feel closer. What once felt difficult will begin to feel manageable. And when that happens, I want you to remain steady. Do not become careless. Do not lose focus. Do not forget the process that brought you here, because this is not the end. It is the beginning of a new level in your life, a level where you grow further, a level where you develop more strength, a level where you continue becoming who you are meant to be. And I will be with you in that level as well. My child, you are ready for what is coming. You are more prepared than you realize. You have been shaped by your experiences. You have been strengthened by your journey. You have been guided step by step. So receive what is coming with confidence and be ready to care for it with wisdom. If you are ready not only to receive what is coming, but also to sustain it, if you are willing to remain disciplined, grounded, and faithful, then declare it. Type I am ready to sustain my blessing in the comments. And if these words are guiding you and helping you stay focused, then like, subscribe, and share this message, and support this ministry through the link given below so that others can receive the same encouragement. Stay with me, my child, because what I will reveal next will show you how your journey will begin to influence and inspire others in ways you may not yet expect. My child, stay with me and listen with a deeper awareness. You have come through understanding your waiting, your growth, your preparation, and even how to sustain what is coming into your life. Now I want to reveal something that will give new meaning to everything you have experienced. Your journey is not only about you. Yes, what I am doing in your life will bless you, guide you, and strengthen you. But it will not stop there. What you are going through and what you are about to step into will also become a source of light for others. You may not see it yet, but your story carries purpose beyond your own understanding. My child, there are people who will one day face the same confusion you faced. There are people who will experience the same kind of waiting. There are people who will feel the same kind of uncertainty and doubt. And when they do, they will need someone who understands. They will need someone who has walked through it. They will need someone who can say, I have been there, and I found my way through. That someone will be you. But for you to reach that point, you must go through your own journey first. You must experience the growth. You must learn the lessons. You must develop the strength. And that is exactly what has been happening. My child, nothing you have experienced has been meaningless. Every challenge you faced has added to your understanding. Every delay has increased your patience. Every difficult moment has deepened your awareness. You may have thought those experiences were only obstacles, but they were also preparation. Preparation not only for your own life, but for the impact you will have on others. My child, influence does not come from perfection. It comes from experience. People do not connect with someone who has never struggled. They connect with someone who has faced difficulty and continued forward. And that is who you are becoming. You are becoming someone who understands, someone who can guide, someone who can bring clarity to others simply by sharing what you have learned. But this requires something from you. It requires honesty. It requires you to accept your journey, not hide it. Do not feel ashamed of what you have been through. Do not think that your struggles make you less. They do not. They are part of your strength. They are part of your story. And your story has value. My child, when your life begins to shift more clearly and when you step into what has been prepared for you, others will notice. They will see your growth. They will see your change. They will see the way you carry yourself with more peace and confidence, and they will wonder how you reach that point. That is when your journey becomes a guide for them, not because you planned it, but because you lived it. My child, you do not need to force anything. You do not need to try to prove anything. Simply continue growing, continue moving forward, continue trusting, and your life will naturally reflect that growth. Your actions will speak. Your mindset will show. Your presence will influence. And in that way, you will help others without even realizing it. My child, your luck is not only about receiving something good. It is about becoming someone who can carry that goodness and reflect it outward. It is about becoming stable enough to help others feel stable. It is about becoming clear enough to help others find clarity. It is about becoming strong enough to support others when they feel weak. This is part of your purpose, and you are being prepared for it. My child, do not think that your journey is too small to matter. Do not think that your experiences are not important. Everything you have gone through has meaning. Everything you have learned has value. And everything you are becoming will be useful. You may not see the full impact now, but you will. There will come a time when you will look back and realize that your journey helped someone else move forward. And that will give your experiences a deeper meaning. So do not reject your process. Do not question your path. Do not wish that things had been easier, because everything has contributed to who you are now. And who you are becoming is exactly who you need to be. My child, continue your journey with this understanding. You are not only moving forward for yourself, you are also preparing to influence others in a positive way. And I will guide you in that. I will show you when to speak. I will show you when to act. I will show you how to use your experience in the right way. You are not alone in this. I am with you in every step. So continue with confidence. Continue with patience. Continue with faith, because your journey has purpose beyond what you can currently see. If you are willing to accept your journey, if you are ready to grow not only for yourself, but also to become a source of strength for others, then declare it. Type "My story has purpose" in the comments. My child, stay with me and listen with strength in your heart. You have come far in your understanding. You now know that your journey has purpose, that your growth matters, and that what you are stepping into is meaningful. But there is something else you must be prepared for, something that many people do not expect. Even as you grow, challenges may still appear. This does not mean you are going backward. This does not mean you are losing progress. This does not mean that what I have prepared for you is no longer coming. It simply means that growth continues. My child, do not expect your path to become completely free of difficulty. Instead, expect yourself to become stronger in how you face it. Before, challenges may have stopped you. Now, they will shape you. Before, obstacles may have confused you. Now, they will teach you. Before, uncertainty may have weakened your confidence. Now, it will test and strengthen your faith. You are not the same person you were before, and because of that, you will not respond the same way. My child, when a challenge appears, I do not want you to react with fear. I want you to pause. I want you to observe. I want you to remember what you have learned. Not every difficulty is meant to stop you. Some are meant to refine you. Some are meant to confirm your growth. Some are meant to show you how far you have come. So when something unexpected happens, do not immediately assume that everything is going wrong. Ask yourself, what is this teaching me? Ask yourself, how can I respond differently this time? Because your response matters. It is not the presence of a challenge that defines your progress. It is how you respond to it. My child, you now have tools that you did not have before. You have awareness. You have understanding. You have patience. You have faith. Use them. Do not return to old patterns. Do not allow old reactions to take control. You have grown beyond that. And this is your opportunity to prove it to yourself. My child, I want you to remain steady. Do not allow temporary situations to disturb your long-term direction. Do not allow one difficult moment to make you question everything. Your journey is bigger than any single experience. What I am doing in your life is still in motion, and it will continue. My child, when you face difficulty, remember this. You have already overcome before. You have already moved forward through uncertainty. You have already continued when things felt unclear, and you can do it again, because your strength is not temporary. It has been built over time, and it is still with you. My child, you are not fragile. You are becoming stable. You are not easily shaken. You are becoming grounded, and that is why you will be able to continue, even when things are not perfect. My child, do not look for a perfect path. Look for steady progress. Because progress is what leads you forward. Perfection is not required. Consistency is. So continue. even if the step is small, even if the situation is not ideal, even if you still have questions. Because movement, even in uncertainty, is still movement, and movement brings you closer to clarity. My child, trust that I am still guiding you, even in challenging moments, even in situations you do not fully understand, even when things do not go exactly as planned. I am still present. I am still working. I am still leading you forward. So do not lose your focus. Do not allow doubt to return. Do not step back into fear. Because you have already moved beyond that, my child, your luck is not something fragile that disappears at the first sign of difficulty. It is something that continues to unfold. Even through challenges, even through uncertainty, even through moments that test you. And each time you remain steady, you strengthen your ability to carry what is coming. You are becoming stronger, more aware, more capable, and more aligned with your path. So when challenges appear, do not see them as obstacles. See them as part of your continued growth, because they are not there to stop you. They are there to prepare you further. My child, remain calm. Remain focused. Remain connected to what you have learned, because you are moving forward, and nothing is taking that away from you. If you are ready to face challenges with strength instead of fear, if you are willing to respond with awareness instead of doubt, and if you are choosing to continue moving forward no matter what comes, then declare it. Type I am strong and steady in the comments. My child, stay with me and listen with a calm and steady mind. You have learned how to grow, how to recognize change, and how to remain strong even when challenges appear. Now I want to teach you something that will protect everything you are becoming. You must learn how to maintain your peace, because as your life begins to shift, as opportunities come, and as your path becomes clearer, there will still be moments when things around you feel uncertain. Situations may not always go exactly as you expect. People may not always understand you. Circumstances may not always align immediately, but your peace must not depend on those things. My child, peace is not found in everything going perfectly. Peace is found in your ability to remain steady, even when things are not perfect. You have spent time trying to control outcomes, trying to make everything work in a certain way, trying to ensure that nothing goes wrong, trying to predict what will happen next. But you cannot control everything. And you do not need to, because I am in control of what you cannot manage. What you need to focus on is how you respond. My child, your peace is something you must protect, not by avoiding every difficulty, but by choosing how you think and how you react. When something unexpected happens, do not allow your thoughts to immediately go toward fear. Pause. Take a moment. Remind yourself that one situation does not define your entire journey, because it does not. Your journey is larger than any single moment. My child, there will be times when others speak in ways that create doubt. They may question your decisions. They may not understand your direction. They may express their own fears, and those fears may try to influence you. But you must remain centered. Not every voice deserves your attention. Not every opinion deserves your agreement. You must learn to listen with awareness and choose what aligns with your path. My child, your clarity must come from within, not from the noise around you. Because if you allow every external voice to influence you, your peace will become unstable. And I want you to be stable. My child, another way to protect your peace is to manage your focus. Where your attention goes, your thoughts follow. If you focus on problems, your mind will become filled with worry. If you focus on uncertainty, your mind will become filled with doubt. But if you focus on growth, your mind will remain steady. If you focus on what you can do instead of what you cannot control, you will feel more grounded. So choose your focus carefully, because it shapes your experience. My child, peace also comes from acceptance, not resignation, but acceptance of what is. There are moments you cannot change immediately. There are situations that require time. There are outcomes that will unfold gradually. And in those moments, you must allow things to develop without forcing them. Because forcing creates tension. Trust creates peace. My child, you do not need to have all the answers at once. You do not need to solve everything immediately. You only need to take the next step with clarity and patience, and I will guide you through the rest. My child, your luck is not something that will bring chaos into your life. It will bring clarity. It will bring stability. It will bring growth. But to fully experience it, you must remain peaceful within yourself. Because even when good things come, your mindset determines how you experience them. If your mind is filled with worry, you will struggle to enjoy what you receive. If your mind is calm, you will be able to appreciate and grow with what comes. So begin practicing peace now. Do not wait for everything to be perfect. Create peace within yourself by trusting me, by focusing on what matters, by letting go of what you cannot control. My child, you are becoming more stable. You are learning how to remain steady. You are learning how to think clearly. And this will help you in everything that is coming. Because what is ahead of you requires a calm and focused mind. A mind that is not easily shaken. A mind that is able to respond wisely. And you are developing that step by step, moment by moment. So do not allow temporary situations to disturb your inner balance. Do not allow external noise to control your thoughts. Do not allow uncertainty to take away your peace, because your peace is your strength, and your strength will carry you forward. My child, remain calm, remain focused, remain connected to what you have learned, because you are moving into a stage of your life where clarity and peace will guide your decisions, and I will be with you in that. If you are ready to protect your peace, if you are willing to remain calm even when things feel uncertain, and if you are choosing to trust instead of worry, then declare it. Type, "I choose peace" in the comments. My child, stay with me and listen with discipline in your heart. You have learned how to grow, how to stay strong, and how to protect your peace. Now I want to guide you into something that will determine how far you go from here. You must learn how to remain consistent. Growth is not built in one moment. It is built through repeated actions. It is built through daily choices. It is built through your willingness to continue even when you do not feel motivated. My child, many people begin their journey with excitement. They feel inspired. They feel ready. They feel certain that things will change. But after some time, that feeling fades. And when it fades, they stop. Not because they cannot continue, but because they relied only on how they felt. I do not want that to be you. Because what I am building in your life requires consistency, not temporary motivation. My child, you will not always feel inspired. You will not always feel certain. You will not always feel ready. But you can still choose to move forward. Consistency is not about feeling perfect. It is about continuing, even when things feel ordinary, even when progress feels slow, even when results are not immediately visible, because real progress often happens quietly. My child, I want you to understand this clearly. Small actions, repeated over time, create lasting change. It is not one big step that transforms your life. It is many small steps, taken again and again. So do not underestimate what seems small. A small decision to stay focused, a small effort to improve, a small step forward when you feel uncertain. All of these matter, and over time, they create something strong. My child, consistency also protects you from returning to old patterns. Because when you stop, it becomes easier to fall back into what is familiar. Old habits try to return. Old thoughts try to take control. Old ways of thinking try to influence you again. But when you remain consistent, you strengthen your new direction. You make it part of who you are. And that is how real change becomes permanent. My child, do not wait for the perfect moment to act. Do not wait for everything to feel easy, because those moments may not come in the way you expect. Instead, choose to act now. Choose to continue. Choose to show up, even in small ways, because every step you take reinforces your growth. My child, I am not asking you to do everything at once. I am asking you to remain steady, to take one step and then another, to focus on progress, not perfection. Because perfection is not required. Progress is. My child, there will be days when you feel strong, and there will be days when you feel uncertain. But your direction should not depend on your feelings. Your direction should come from your decision. The decision to continue. The decision to grow. The decision to trust the process, even when it feels slow. Because your commitment is what carries you forward. My child, your luck is not something separate from your actions. It is something that meets you as you continue moving. As you remain consistent, you create alignment. As you stay focused, you create opportunity. As you continue, you move closer to what has been prepared for you. So do not stop now. Do not slow down because things feel difficult. Do not step back because results are not immediate. Because what you are building takes time, and it is worth that time. My child, I am with you in your consistency. I see every effort you make. I see every step you take. I see every moment you choose to continue, even when it is not easy. And none of it is wasted. It is all contributing to your growth. It is all moving you forward. It is all preparing you for what is coming. So remain steady. Remain committed. Remain focused on your path, because consistency will take you further than you realize, and it will help you sustain everything you receive. My child, you are becoming stronger through your actions. You are becoming more stable through your commitment. You are becoming more aligned through your consistency, and this is what will carry you into your next stage. So trust the process. Trust your growth. Trust that every step matters, because it does. If you are ready to remain consistent, if you are willing to continue even when it feels difficult, and if you are choosing progress over perfection, then declare it. Type, "I will stay consistent" in the comments. My child, stay with me and listen with confidence in your heart. You have learned how to grow, how to stay steady, how to protect your peace, and how to remain consistent. Now I want to guide you into something that will change how you move forward from this moment. You must begin to trust yourself, not in a way that separates you from me, but in a way that reflects what I have already placed within you. You have been asking for guidance, and I have been guiding you. You have been asking for strength, and I have been strengthening you. You have been asking for direction, and I have been showing you step by step. But there are still moments when you doubt your ability to move forward. You question your decisions. You hesitate when it is time to act. You wonder if you are ready. My child, I want you to understand something clearly. You are not expected to know everything. You are expected to trust what you have already learned. You have gained understanding through your experiences. You have developed awareness through your challenges. You have built strength through your persistence. So do not ignore that. Do not act as if you have learned nothing. You have learned more than you realize. My child, confidence is not something that appears suddenly. It is built through action. Each time you make a decision and move forward, you strengthen your confidence. Each time you trust your understanding and take a step, you grow stronger. Each time you act despite uncertainty, you become more certain. So do not wait until you feel completely confident. Move forward, and confidence will grow. My child, hesitation often comes from the fear of making mistakes. You may think, what if I choose the wrong path? But understand this. Not every step needs to be perfect. Some steps are meant to teach you. Some decisions are meant to help you learn. And even if something does not go exactly as you expected, it will still contribute to your growth. I can guide you through adjustments. I can redirect you when needed. You are not alone in your decisions, so do not let the fear of being wrong prevent you from moving forward. Because staying still out of fear does not protect you. It limits you. My child, I want you to begin trusting your ability to respond. You may not know everything in advance, but you can trust that you will handle what comes. You have already faced situations you once thought you could not handle, and you move through them. That is proof of your strength. That is proof of your ability. So trust that. My child, stop underestimating yourself. Stop thinking that you are not ready. Stop believing that others are more capable than you. You have your own path. You have your own growth. You have your own preparation. And it is enough. You are enough. My child, confidence also comes from clarity. When you know what you are moving toward, it becomes easier to take steps. So remind yourself of your direction. You are moving toward growth. You are moving toward stability. You are moving toward a life that is more aligned with who you are becoming. Keep that in your mind, because direction creates focus, and focus reduces hesitation. My child, your luck is not separate from your confidence. When you trust yourself, you respond to opportunities more easily. When you believe in your ability to grow, you take steps without constant doubt. When you move with confidence, you align yourself with what is coming. So build that confidence, step by step, action by action. Do not wait for it to appear on its own. Create it through your choices. My child, I am with you as you move forward. I am guiding you. I am supporting you. I am strengthening you. You do not have to rely only on yourself, but you must not doubt yourself either, because what I have placed within you is enough for this stage of your journey. And as you continue, you will grow even more. So take the step, make the decision, move forward without overthinking every possibility, because you are capable, you are prepared, and you are guided. My child, your path is not meant to be walked with hesitation. It is meant to be walked with trust. Trust in me, and trust in what I have built within you. If you are ready to trust yourself, if you are willing to move forward without constant doubt, and if you are choosing confidence over hesitation, then declare it. Type, I trust myself and my PH in the comments. And if these words are strengthening your confidence and helping you move forward, then like, subscribe, and share this message, and support this ministry through the link given below so others can receive the same guidance. Stay with me, my child, because what I will reveal next will help you understand how to remain patient while everything continues to unfold in your life. My child, stay with me and listen with patience in your heart. You have come this far with strength, with growth, with awareness, and with courage. You are learning how to move forward, how to trust yourself, and how to stay aligned with what is ahead. Now I want to guide you into something that will protect your journey. As everything continues to unfold, you must learn how to be patient. Not passive, not inactive, but patient with purpose. Because there are still moments in your path where things will not happen immediately. There will still be times when you feel like you are moving, but the results are not yet visible. There will be situations where you expect progress, but it takes longer than you thought. And in those moments, impatience may try to enter your thoughts. You may begin to ask, why is this taking so long? You may begin to feel like you should already be further ahead. You may begin to question whether things are truly working. But my child, patience is part of your alignment. Just as growth required time, what is coming into your life also requires the right timing. Not everything can happen at once. Not everything should happen at once. Because what I am building in your life is not temporary. It is something that must be stable. And stability requires time. My child, impatience often leads to unnecessary frustration. When you expect immediate results, you begin to feel discouraged when they do not appear quickly. You may start to doubt your progress. You may feel like you are not moving forward. But that is not the truth. Progress is still happening, even when it is not immediately visible. Just as you have learned before, not everything that matters can be seen right away. Some things develop quietly. Some things take time to come together. Some things require patience so they can be complete. My child, I want you to shift your understanding of time. Do not measure your progress only by speed. Measure it by direction. If you are moving forward, even slowly, you are still progressing. If you are growing, even gradually, you are still improving. If you are learning, even step by step, you are still advancing. So do not let the pace discourage you. My child, patience also protects you from making decisions too quickly. When you rush, you may act without clarity. When you rush, you may choose something that is not aligned. When you rush, you may overlook important details. But when you are patient, you allow understanding to develop. You allow clarity to form. You allow the right timing to reveal itself. And that leads to better outcomes. My child, patience is not about waiting without action. It is about continuing your efforts while trusting the process. You still take steps. You still remain consistent. You still move forward. But you do not force results. You allow them to develop. My child, I know that waiting can feel difficult. You want to see change. You want to experience progress. You want to feel that your efforts are leading somewhere. And they are. But you must trust that the timing is just as important as the outcome. Because if something comes too early, it may not last. If something develops too quickly, it may not be strong. So I am allowing things to unfold at the right pace. And that pace is working in your favor. My child, your luck is not delayed. It is being completed. It is being prepared in a way that will support you, not overwhelm you. It is being aligned with everything else in your life, so that when it arrives, it fits. It makes sense. It remains. My child, do not allow impatience to make you doubt what is already in motion. Do not allow temporary frustration to take away your long-term vision. You have come too far for that. You are closer than you think, closer to clarity, closer to movement, closer to the moment when things begin to come together. But you must remain steady. You must remain patient. You must continue trusting, because everything you are waiting for is also moving toward you, step by step, moment by moment. My child, I am with you in this process. I see your effort. I see your patience. I see your willingness to continue, and I am guiding you through every part of it. So do not feel like you are waiting alone. You are moving with me, and I am leading you forward. My child, allow things to unfold. Do not rush. Do not force. Do not doubt, because what is coming is worth the time it takes. And when it arrives, you will understand why patience was necessary. If you are ready to remain patient, if you are willing to trust the timing of your life, and if you are choosing to continue without rushing the process, then declare it. Type, "I trust the timing" in the comments. My child, stay with me and listen with full attention. You have learned patience. You have learned consistency. You have learned how to grow, how to trust, and how to remain steady. Now I want to show you something important, something that will help you recognize the moment when everything begins to come together. Because there will be a moment where what you have been waiting for starts becoming clear. A moment where things that once felt uncertain begin to make sense. A moment where what seemed delayed suddenly begins to move. But you must know how to recognize it. My child, when alignment begins, it does not always appear as one big event. It often begins with connection. Things start linking together. Situations begin to make sense in ways they did not before. You may notice that something you learned earlier now becomes useful. You may see how a past experience connects to a current opportunity. You may begin to understand why certain things had to happen. This is alignment. This is when your journey starts to reveal its purpose more clearly. My child, another sign is ease in movement. Not that everything becomes effortless, but things begin to flow more naturally. You no longer feel as much resistance. Decisions become clearer. Steps feel more certain. You are not forcing things as much as before. Instead, you are moving with a sense of direction. This is not accidental. This is the result of your preparation. My child, You may also notice an increase in clarity. Things that once confused you begin to make sense. Questions that once felt heavy begin to find answers. You begin to understand what you need to do next. This clarity is a sign that you are aligned, because when you are aligned, confusion begins to fade. My child, there is also a sense of readiness. You begin to feel prepared, even if you cannot explain it fully. You feel more confident in your ability to handle what is coming. You feel less fear and more trust. This is because you have grown. You are not the same person you were before, and that growth is now supporting you. My child, when these things begin to happen, do not ignore them. Do not question them with doubt. Do not step back out of fear, because this is the moment you have been preparing for. This is the moment where your luck begins to show itself more clearly. But you must respond, because recognition is only the first step. Action is what allows alignment to fully unfold. My child, when you see things connecting, move forward. When you feel clarity, act on it. When you sense readiness, trust it. Do not hesitate, because hesitation can slow what is already in motion. You do not need to rush, but you do need to respond. My child, trust the process you have been through. Everything you have experienced has brought you to this point. Every lesson has prepared you. Every challenge has strengthened you. Every moment of waiting has positioned you. And now, things are beginning to come together. My child, do not overcomplicate this moment. Do not overthink every step. Do not try to control every detail. Simply move forward with awareness. Take the step that is in front of you, and I will guide you to the next one. Because you are not doing this alone. I am with you. I am guiding the connections. I am aligning the opportunities. I am opening the path. So trust me, and trust what you are experiencing. My child, your luck is not something sudden and random. It is something that has been building, and now it is beginning to reveal itself, piece by piece, step by step, moment by moment. So stay present, stay aware, stay ready to move, because this is the time when things begin to shift more clearly. This is the time when your efforts begin to show results. This is the time when your path becomes more visible, and you are ready for it. My child, do not look back now. Do not doubt yourself now. Do not hesitate now, because you have come too far to step back, and what is ahead of you is worth moving toward with confidence. If you can feel that things are beginning to come together, if you recognize that clarity is increasing, and if you are ready to move forward without hesitation, then declare it. Type, "I see it" coming together in the comments. My child, stay with me and listen with courage in your heart. You are now approaching a moment you have been waiting for. You are beginning to see things come together. You are noticing clarity, connection, and movement. You are sensing that something is changing in a real and visible way. Now I must guide you into the next step. You must learn how to step fully into your new season. Because seeing it is one thing, stepping into it is another. My child, many people reach this point and hesitate. They recognize the opportunity. They feel the shift. They see the path beginning to open. But instead of moving forward, they step back. Not because they are not ready, but because they are afraid. Afraid of the unknown. Afraid of making mistakes. Afraid of leaving what is familiar. But my child, you cannot move into something new while holding on to what is old. You must be willing to step forward. You must be willing to leave behind what no longer fits. You must be willing to trust what is ahead more than what is behind. Because your future is not found in your past. It is found in your next step. My child, stepping into a new season requires courage, not the absence of fear, but the decision to move despite it. You may still feel uncertain. You may still have questions. You may still wonder how everything will unfold. But you do not need to have every answer before you begin. You only need enough trust to take the next step, and I will guide you through the rest. My child, I want you to release the need for complete certainty. You may not know every detail. You may not see the full path, but you have enough clarity to begin. And that is all you need, because clarity grows as you move. Understanding increases as you take steps. Confidence builds as you act. So do not wait for everything to feel perfect. It does not need to be perfect. It only needs to be aligned. My child, you must also release the comfort of what is familiar. Even if what is familiar is not serving you anymore, it can still feel safe. You know how it works. You know what to expect. But what is familiar is not always what is right for your future. Growth requires change, and change requires movement. So, do not remain in a place simply because it feels comfortable. Move toward what is better. Move toward what is aligned. Move toward what you have been prepared for. My child, you are ready. Even if you do not feel completely ready, you are ready enough. Because you have been prepared, you have grown, you have learned, you have become stronger. And now, it is time to step forward. My child, do not let fear make your decisions. Let faith guide you. When fear says, "What if it does not work?" remind yourself, "I am guided." When fear says, "What if I fail?" remind yourself, "I will learn and continue." When fear says, "Stay where you are," remind yourself, "I am meant to move forward." Because staying in fear will keep you in the same place. But moving in faith will take you where you are meant to go. My child, your luck is now becoming something you can step into. It is no longer distant. It is no longer only forming. It is now present, and you must respond to it. Do not hesitate. Do not delay. Do not step back, because this is the moment you have been preparing for, and you are capable of stepping into it. My child, I am with you in this step. I am not sending you forward alone. I am guiding you. I am supporting you. I am strengthening you. So trust me, and trust the process you have been through, because it has brought you to this point for a reason. My child, move forward with confidence. Move forward with awareness. Move forward with faith, because your new season is not something to fear. It is something to embrace, and it is waiting for you. If you are ready to step into your new season, if you are willing to move forward even without complete certainty, and if you are choosing courage over fear, then declare it. Type, "I step into my new season" in the comments. My child, stay with me and listen with openness in your heart. You have stepped forward. You have moved beyond hesitation. You have entered a new season that once felt distant. Now I want to guide you in how to fully embrace what you have stepped into, because entering a new season is not the end of your journey. It is the beginning of a deeper one. My child, when something new begins in your life, you must allow yourself to receive it fully. Do not hold back. Do not question whether you deserve it. Do not limit what is coming by the doubts you once carried, because what you are stepping into has been prepared for you, and you are meant to experience it completely. My child, sometimes when people receive something new, they remain cautious. They hesitate to fully accept it. They wait for something to go wrong. They expect it to disappear. But that mindset prevents them from fully experiencing what they have been given. I do not want that for you. You do not need to hold back. You do not need to expect loss. You do not need to protect yourself from something that is meant to support you. Instead, you must allow yourself to receive. Receive the opportunity. Receive the growth. Receive the change, because it is part of your journey. My child, embracing your new season also means being present. Do not remain focused on the past. Do not continue to replay what has already happened. Do not compare your current life to what used to be, because your past has already served its purpose. Now your focus must be on what is in front of you. Be present in your actions. Be present in your decisions. Be present in your growth, because presence allows you to fully experience what is happening. My child, do not rush through this season. Just as you learned patience before, you must continue to apply it now. Growth still takes time. Development still requires effort. Understanding still unfolds gradually. So do not expect everything to happen immediately. Allow things to develop. Allow yourself to grow into what you have received. My child, this new season will bring opportunities for expansion. You will have chances to learn more. You will have moments to take on new responsibilities. You will have experiences that help you grow further. Do not avoid these opportunities. Do not step back when things feel unfamiliar, because this is where your next level of growth happens. My child, you are not meant to stay the same. You are meant to continue evolving, and this season is part of that evolution. So embrace it. Do not resist it. Do not question it. Trust that you are here for a reason. My child, your luck is no longer something you are waiting for. It is something you are living, and how you live it matters. If you approach it with doubt, you will limit it. If you approach it with fear, you will restrict it. But if you approach it with trust, you will expand it. So choose trust. Choose openness. Choose to fully experience what is happening in your life. My child, there is also something else you must remember. As you grow, your environment may change. People may notice your growth. Some will support you. Some may not understand you. But you must remain focused. Do not allow others' opinions to influence your direction, because your journey is yours. And not everyone will see it the way you do. That is not a problem. It is part of your path. My child, continue moving forward. Continue learning. Continue growing. Because this season is not only about what you receive, it is about who you become while you experience it. And you are becoming more aware, more stable, more aligned. So trust that. My child, allow yourself to feel gratitude. Recognize how far you have come. Acknowledge the progress you have made. Appreciate the changes that are happening, because gratitude will help you remain grounded, and it will allow you to continue growing with clarity. My child, you are now living what you once waited for, and this is only the beginning. There is still more ahead, more growth, more understanding, more opportunities. So remain open, remain steady, remain willing to continue. If you are ready to fully embrace this new season, if you are willing to receive without fear and grow without hesitation, then declare it. Type I embrace my new season in the comments. My child, stay with me for this final moment and listen with full understanding. You have walked through this journey step by step. You have learned about waiting, growth, awareness, action, patience, confidence, and stepping into your new season. Now I want to bring everything together so you can carry this truth with you moving forward. Your life is not controlled by luck. It is guided by purpose. From the beginning, you believed that things were happening randomly. You thought some moments were good and others were bad without reason. You thought delays meant something was wrong. You thought setbacks meant you were falling behind. But now you can see differently. Nothing you experienced was without meaning. Every delay had a purpose. Every challenge had a lesson. Every closed door had a reason. Every step forward had a direction. My child, what you once called luck was always my guidance. It was never random. It was never out of control. It was always part of a larger plan that you could not fully see at the time. And now you are beginning to understand. My child, your journey will continue beyond this moment. There will still be new stages. There will still be new challenges. There will still be new opportunities. But what matters is that you now carry a different understanding. You know how to wait without losing faith. You know how to grow through difficulty. You know how to recognize change. You know how to act when the moment comes. You know how to remain steady. You know how to trust yourself and trust me. And this understanding will guide you forward. My child, do not return to your old way of thinking. Do not go back to believing that nothing is working. Do not allow doubt to take control again. because you have seen too much to believe that now. You have experienced growth. You have recognized change. You have stepped forward. So continue with that awareness. My child, there will be moments in the future when things feel uncertain again. In those moments, remember what you have learned. Remember that waiting does not mean nothing is happening. Remember that challenges do not mean you are failing. Remember that delays do not mean you are being denied. Remember that I am always working, even when you cannot see it. My child, your strength is not temporary. Your growth is not temporary. Your understanding is not temporary. These things are now part of you, and they will remain with you as you continue your journey. My child, your luck is not something you need to chase. It is something that unfolds as you stay aligned, as you remain consistent, as you trust the process, as you continue moving forward. So do not chase outcomes. Focus on your direction. Do not force results. Focus on your growth. Do not compare your journey. Focus on your path, because everything that is meant for you will come at the right time. And when it comes, it will make sense. My child, I want you to move forward with confidence, not because everything will always be easy, but because you are now prepared. Prepared to handle challenges, prepared to recognize opportunities, prepared to grow through every stage. And I will be with you through all of it. I have been with you from the beginning. I am with you now, and I will continue to guide you. So walk forward without fear. Move forward without hesitation. Trust what you have learned. Trust the path you are on. Trust that you are being guided, because you are. My child, your story is still unfolding. There is more ahead of you than what you have already seen. More growth, more clarity, more opportunities, and you are ready for it. So continue. With faith, with patience, with confidence, and with understanding, because everything you have experienced has brought you to this point, and everything ahead of you will continue to build on it. If you are ready to move forward with this understanding, if you are choosing to trust your journey and remain aligned with what is ahead, then declare it. Type, I trust my journey in the comments. In the comments. And if this message has guided you, helped you, and given you clarity, then like, subscribe, and share this message, and support this ministry through the link given below so it can continue reaching others who need this guidance. Stay strong, my child. I am with you, always.